The files for the program must be copied into the Maya scripts folder. If you cannot find this folder, type internal var-usd in the mel command line at the bottom of the Maya window. They can go into the scripts folder for the specific version of Maya, or in the main Maya scripts folder where they will be used by all versions of Maya installed on the computer. Now we are going to copy all of the files for the conversion program and paste them into the scripts folder. There is a file called usersetup.py with the conversion program scripts. In this file are 2 lines of code telling Maya to import the procedures from conversion UI. This is so they will run when Maya is open without having to do anything. This could also be written the same way it was in the usersetup.mel file with from conversion UI import and then an asterisk, telling it to import all of the procedures in the file. Here I am changing the name of the usersetup.mel file to usersetup_old.mel. That way it won't be recognized by Maya as the script to run at startup, and it will use the usersetup.py instead. Okay, let's open Maya. In Maya, at the bottom of the screen, there is a command prompt. This can be used for mel commands or for Python commands, depending on the word before the area where you type. This word can be toggled by left-clicking on the word with the left mouse button. Type conversion UI here to run the program. Ensure that you are running Python, not mel. The interface is fairly simple. There are 3 radio buttons to select which shaders you want to convert: the selected shaders, those applied to geometry, or all of the shaders in the scene. Then there is a set of checkboxes for additional options: apply shaders to geometry, convert lights, convert subdiv scheme, convert textures, and convert fur. You can also run the program from the script editor in a Python tab by typing conversion UI and then open and close parentheses and hitting the double arrow, or highlight it and hit the single arrow. If you would like, you can add a button to the custom shelf fairly quickly and easily. I like to add from conversion UI import and then an asterisk, just in case something happened and it didn't source properly. Then highlight and middle click, drag it to the custom shelf. This will make a button that the program can be run from. Okay, so let's run the program on something. Here is a scene with a variety of shaders, and a key light and fill light. This is a render of the scene in Mentalray. While running the program, let's watch the hypershade window so we can see what happens. Again, we have a variety of shaders here: Lambert, Blinn, Phong, Phong-E, Maya Material X, and a Maya Material X with passes. The Lambert 1 shader will be ignored by the program because it's the initial shader and should not normally be messed with. I'm going to uncheck Convert Textures checkbox because it currently only works with Linux, and I'll uncheck the Convert Fur checkbox because we don't have any fur in the scene. If we choose Selected and select some shaders in the hypershade window, only those will be converted. If we choose All, it will convert all of them, which we want, but I'll leave it on Applied just because that is really what we're trying to convert. So we hit the Convert Shaders button, and in a few seconds you can see that we have new shaders in the hypershade window. Each shader is an RMS GP surface shader and has the same name as the previous shader with Kohler as a prefix. We also have a new window that opened that says Light Adjustments. There is a slider for each light in the scene and a checkbox to hide or unhide each light if we want to work with them individually. There is a test render button, however it renders with the global settings, so we'll have to change those first if we're going to render with any type of speed. And we don't need it all that high for testing lights. So let's set the resolution to HD 540. And I guess we should set the Renderman. We want Reyes, not RIS. Now let's set the shading rate to 10. That should give us a fairly quick test render. Let's render with the lights at the default of 6. Okay, That's way too much, especially over here on the fill light side. So let's set that first. Let's take a look at it by itself to get a better idea of what we're working with. Okay, let's put it on 4 and try again. Not bad, but I want it a little lower. So let's try 3.5. That's good. Now let's adjust the key light. Maybe turn it down to 5.5. Okay, I like that. So let's do the two together. Nice. Here the shadows are a little dark, so let's add a GI light to get a little bounce light. And now you can see the shadows are much nicer. And that's it. You can close the light adjustments window and make any other changes you want to the materials.